Welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Let's heal together. Listen to this, and I'll be back.
Subsidize their income. Like say for instance, you got a mother of five, a single mother of five.
A single mother of five.
Now,
That's a hell of a trick.
there's a lot of
That's a hell of a trick,
there's,
boy.
there's a lot of single mothers of five and fours and threes and sixes out there. A lot of them.
Yes.
But let's say you have a single.
Now, this is a clip, part of a clip from Willie D. Live. Now, I don't know if you've ever watched Willie D, but if you haven't, I would suggest that you do, that you watch him and listen to him. Willie D says he call a ball and a strike a strike. And I can honestly say, in listening to him, he's one of the few podcasters, influencers, whatever you want to call him, that I have seen who always stand 10 toes down. One thing about Willie D, he doesn't care about your race, your creed, your religious belief. He doesn't care about any of that. If he feels like you're wrong, he calls you out. If he feels like you're right, he calls you in. Willie D definitely call a ball and a strike. And I want to say hats off to you, Willie D. I admire you. But now this clip here is from when he had a guest on this show, Marquette Burton. No disrespect if I'm mispronouncing your name. Marquette Burton. And Willie D was asking him about a single mother with multiple babies. 5, 4, 3, 2, multiple babies. And did you see Marquette Burton's reaction? Oh man, he was just so, surprised, appalled, whatever it was, like, oh, a single mother with 5 children. You could just see, I saw the disdain on his face. But let's talk about these single mothers with all these babies. Do you know in many cases, a single mother with all these babies is not her own doing? In a lot of cases, some of our young ladies, and I work with them every day, by the time they're 14 years old, they have multiple babies. Sometimes they have 4 babies by the time they're 14. And you know where those 4 babies are from? Those 4 babies are from the ministers in the church, grown men messing with babies, drug dealers. And I got a whole podcast I'm going to do about the ministers. Let's talk about these drug dealers and the drug dealers' babies and the adults who pass these children around. Now, it's not just the girls, but this is about the girls. These mothers and fathers and adults, when the drug dealers don't want them, they pass the little girls off to the drug dealers, 11 years old. Now, I've heard that about men being offered 7-year-olds. I haven't had a girl who has multiple babies who says she was molested, but she got pregnant at 7. I've had them. Now, I've had them talk about the molestation as far back as they can remember, 3, 4 years old. Now, in the full-length podcast, of course, I go into more depths to give more details, but I just want to start the healing process. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Let's heal together. Let's heal together. I wasn't passed around to drug dealers. I wasn't passed around to anybody. Oh, I was molested. Believe me, I was molested. And I would talk about the molestation and stuff, but the devastation of it, the problems it causes, how you go from one end of the spectrum to the other. Some girls females become what they call a prude. They don't want to bother anybody. Some girls become promiscuous where they bother everybody. The long-reaching effect of the abuse. But I just want to point that out. I was never passed around to anybody by my parents or by any adults. But there were adults who knew about the molestation, the physical abuse, mental abuse, and the sexual abuse who did nothing. But let's get back to these babies and the mothers who have to parent through the trauma. You have these babies, and now the young lady is called a bad mother. Because first of all, she don't know anything about being a mother. She never had an example of what a mother should be. Because the mother who was passing her off or allowing her to be passed off, that wasn't a good example of what a mother should be. But she's criticized. Oh, they just bad parents. I don't know where they get that from. You're a lie. You're a damn lie. You know exactly where they get it from. They got it from you. That's where they got it from. And I'm a boomer. So the generation before me were the silent generation. So now, the silent generation allowed all this stuff to happen to the boomers. Then the boomers allowed it to happen to the X's. And then the X's allowed it, and I can go on and on and on. That's why I admire these young people who saying they're being intentional in breaking generational curses. I saw this young lady on Judge Mathis. Mother had a party house, a good time house. Men in and out. Where she got molested here, she got molested there. And she says she's breaking that curse. My hat's off to her and all the young people. I'm so glad you're here. Let's heal together. Healing together. And if you're at a point right now where you need to heal by yourself, that's fine, but just know we're out here for you if you need us. I have licensed and degree social workers, psychologists and stuff, therapists who are willing to help you and as they're helping me. Let's heal together. Let's break this cycle of abuse. I don't think there's any generational curses. They're just generational patterns where we do the same thing over and over. Doing the same thing over and over gets the same results over and over. And maybe that is a curse. Maybe that is what a curse is. But this podcast is to let you know we're going to be working together and work on your own self by yourself until you can work together. A lot of us don't have trust issues. A lot of us have never been able to have a healthy relationship with a male, female, friends, lovers, husband, wives. We've never had a healthy relationship because of the damage that was done to us. I'm so glad you're here. Let's heal together. I'm Lily Bell. Heal thyself with Lily Bell. And listen, adults, drug dealers, you ruined a child's life. You ruined children's lives. Why did you do it? I'm Lily Bell. I'm just trying to create a dialogue. Let's heal together. I'm so glad you're here. Be encouraged.